It was the type of town where everyone knew your name and nothing ever happened. At least that's what it seemed like until a woman named Karen Whitmore became the president of the Homeowners Association. Karen Whitmore prided herself on being the HOA president of Maplewood Heights. She ran the neighborhood with an iron fist. If any resident didn't follow the rules, she made sure they knew about it. Karen always had a warning slip ready to hand out, and no one dared cross her. It all started when Maya Rivera moved into the neighborhood with her 9-year-old son Leo. Single mothers were already a rare sight in Maplewood Heights, so when a new one moved in, it didn't go unnoticed. Karen Whitmore, the president of the HOA, decided to give Maya a warning for not mowing the lawn on time. But Maya just smiled and fixed the problem. But she couldn't fix everything. There was something special about the Riveras. They were kind and helpful to everyone. Maya was often seen playing with the neighborhood kids after school, and Leo helped Mrs. Peterson next door with her groceries. This infuriated Karen. She hated how the Riveras didn't seem to care about the rules. The heat was on, and tensions were rising. The only thing keeping Maya going was the thought of protecting her son. She worked hard as a waitress and dreamed of giving Leo a better life than the one she had. She never imagined their new neighborhood would become their biggest challenge yet. One day, Karen spotted Leo playing with a water hose. It was hot outside, and he was having fun with his new friends, but it was against the rules to use a hose without a sprinkler head. Karen marched over and handed him a warning slip. Meanwhile, back at the house, Maya was trying to relax after a long day. She opened the window to catch a breeze when she heard Leo yelling. He was crying because of the warning slip. When Maya went outside to check on him, Karen was waiting. "I don't care if you're a single mother or not," Karen said. "You have to follow the rules." Maya tried to explain that Leo was just having fun, but Karen wasn't having it. "If you can't control your child, then you can't control anything," Karen said before walking away. From that day on, Maya kept an eye on Leo and made sure he didn't break any more rules. But Karen still found ways to harass the family. She warned them about their garbage cans and even the color of their house. It was like she wanted to drive them out of the neighborhood, but Maya wasn't about to let Karen win. She was determined to stay in her new home and raise her son there. She just had no idea what Karen was really up to. One evening, Leo didn't come home right away after school. Maya called his teacher, but she said he left with someone. Worried, Maya immediately called the police. A calm and intelligent officer named Ray Delgado arrived at the house. He introduced himself and asked Maya some questions. "When was the last time you saw your son?" "He left for school like he always does," Maya said, her voice shaking. "Now he's not home. I'm worried." Delgado put a comforting hand on her shoulder. "Don't worry, ma'am, we'll find him." He then knocked on the doors of the neighbors, but no one had seen Leo since school. As the minutes passed, Maya's worry turned into panic. Where could Leo be? Had someone kidnapped him? Just then, Delgado came back inside. "Ma'am, I need to ask you something," he said. "Have you had any problems with the HOA lately?" "Yes, actually," Maya said. "They've been harassing us since we moved in. They even gave my son a warning for playing with a hose." Delgado nodded. "Thank you." He then left the house again, this time heading straight to the HOA building. Karen opened the door and looked surprised to see an officer standing there. "Can I help you?" "I'd like to talk to you about the missing boy," Delgado said. Karen's face changed. "Oh, you mean Leo? He's not here." "Oh, why would he be here?" "That's what I'm trying to find out," Delgado said, stepping past her and heading into the building. "Wait, you can't do that," Karen said, blocking his way. "Why not?" "Because these are private premises. You need permission to enter." "Actually, I do have permission," Delgado said, pulling out a warrant. "Step aside, please." Karen stepped aside, but not without giving Delgado a warning look. He entered the building and saw two men sitting in the lobby. "Have you seen a boy around here?" they asked. "Yes, but not today," one of them said. "We haven't seen him for a few days, actually." Delgado thanked him and continued his search. He checked the playroom and the gym, but Leo was nowhere to be found. As he was about to give up hope, he noticed a door at the end of the hallway. He walked over and noticed that it was locked. Curious, he checked the door's name tag. It said HOA storage. Delgado tried the handle and found that it was unlocked. He pushed the door open and gasped at what he saw inside. The room was filled with surveillance monitors. Delgado quickly realized that this was the perfect place for Karen to watch the neighborhood and keep an eye on everyone. checked each monitor one by one until he found what he was looking for. The footage showed Leo entering the HOA building with two men. It took him down a secret staircase and into a room that was not on any of the HOA's blueprints. Delgado watched in horror as the men brought Leo into a basement and closed the door. The police immediately surrounded the HOA building. Everyone in the neighborhood was shocked to see what was happening. Some even started recording the police with their phones. Delgado took a deep breath and told the team to prepare to enter the building. As they made their way inside, Karen tried to stop them, but Delgado wouldn't let her. "Let me through. I want to see what's going on," she said. "This is a crime scene, ma'am. You're not allowed to go any further." The officers went downstairs and entered the basement. What they found there was shocking. 3 children were locked in a dark room. They were scared and confused, but unharmed. And one of them was Leo. When Maya saw her son, she rushed to him and hugged him tight. "Oh, Leo, I was so worried about you," she whispered. "It's okay, Mom." "I'm here now," Leo replied, hugging her back. Delgado approached Karen and read her rights. She was shocked and scared. She had no idea the police were onto her. As Karen was being led away in handcuffs, the entire neighborhood gathered around her. Delgado asked everyone to stay calm and promised that they would get to the bottom of what Karen had been doing. News of the police raid and the missing children spread quickly. Everyone in the neighborhood was shocked and horrified. No one had ever imagined that Karen would be capable of such a thing. In the end, it turned out that Karen had been blackmailing and harassing the families of the missing children. She had threatened to call the police and accuse them of illegal activities, unless they paid her a large sum of money. She had been watching the neighborhood for months and had chosen her victims carefully. She targeted families who she thought were vulnerable and could easily be intimidated. As Karen was being escorted to her car, Maya stepped forward. "Karen, why did you do this?" she asked. "Why would you hurt these families?" "I didn't hurt anyone," Karen said defiantly. "I was just protecting the neighborhood," Maya asked incredulously. "I was doing what I had to do," Karen said. "These people had no choice but to listen to me. I was keeping them safe." Karen was then driven away. Everyone in the neighborhood watched her go, angry and confused. They couldn't believe that someone they had known for so long could be capable of such evil. In the days that followed, the neighborhood began to heal. The children were safe, and the families were grateful to the police for rescuing them. Maya was invited to join the new HOA leadership, and she accepted. She wanted to help make Maplewood Heights a better place for everyone. Officer Delgado was praised for his bravery and quick thinking. He had saved the children and brought Karen to justice. As for Leo, he was just happy to be home. He rode his bike around the neighborhood, laughing and playing with his friends. Maya watched him from her window and couldn't help but smile. Her son was safe, and that's all that mattered. Some people build fences to keep others out, but some break them to let justice in. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.